morning. Welcome to the day. We are doing more of a power, a little bit more balance, and we are doing some planks today. So we'll start laying down, knees up, so not shavasana, and we'll slowly get the body warmed up. We are also trying to do box breath today. That's 4 breaths in, hold for 4 breaths out, hold for 4 breaths. So it's a little bit, I don't often think it's a little bit noisy to cue. However, give it a try. It's a really good one. Like, this is one that I like teaching my teenagers too. So basically, long deep breaths for 4 in, hold for 4, out for 4, back in for 4. Right? In, hold, out. Anyways, we'll work through it. Okay, so join me laying down on your mat. Again, I invite you to bring all your props to the party. So straps, blocks, pillows, whatever that you need for any limitations that you might have, and join me on the mat. So laying down back, connected with the earth, and then feet planted today. So I want you to really feel the shoulders connected and your hips connected. And then bring those heels close into the hips. Feel all four corners of the feet connected with the earth. And start sinking in. So feel the parts of the body that are connected with the earth. Maybe slide those shoulders away from the ears just a little bit. Draw the chin towards the chest. Invite the eyes to close. And start settling in. Notice where the breath is today without changing it, without slowing it down. Just notice where you are today. See if you can connect with the rise and fall of the stomach or the chest with the in-breath and the out-breath. Keeping the lips closed, bring separation between the top and bottom teeth. And invite the tongue to release from the top of the mouth. If you would like to start drawing that energy in, palms facing up. Or if you feel like you need a little added connection this morning or feeling grounded, I invite you to either go palms facing down, connected with the earth, or one palm on the stomach, one on the heart. I invite you to do a scan, starting at the top of the head all the way to the bottoms of the feet, and slowly scan, see what your body is feeling like today without judgment, just noticing. And if you are feeling tension anywhere, start inviting that exhale to soften and release. I always encourage you to think and notice about the parts of the body that are feeling good too. So try and, to recognize and notice, respect where the body is, but not automatically just focusing on what hurts or what's feeling limited today. So also take some stock in what feels really good in the body today, or really good in the mind. Take one deep breath in through the nose, fill the stomach, expand the ribs, sip into the chest, hold at the top. And then long, slow exhale to release, draw the belly button all the way into the backbone. And then come to your neutral breath. So coming into our box breath, that's 4 counts in, holding for 4 breaths. 4 breaths out, or 4 counts out, and then holding for 4 breaths. 4 counts. Sorry, this is not going to go well. We'll see. All right, so taking a deep breath in through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. I'll go one more cycle with you. And then we'll try it on our own. So take a deep breath in through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, slightly. Do 3 more cycles on your own. I'll probably catch up on the last cycle to close it out. In breath, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Then release the arms to the side. Check in once again with how the body and the mind are feeling this morning. Maybe wiggle the fingers and toes. Start drawing that chin towards the chest. Maybe small movements from side to side. And then draw the knees in towards the chest. So either hands clasped below the knees or underneath the knees. Engage the core. Lower those shoulders away from the ears and then draw the chin and the nose towards the knees. Maybe point and flex the foot. Maybe make circles with the feet in one direction and the other. Try not to strain the neck. The hold is in the core. And then slowly release. Planting the feet and maybe bringing the feet a little bit closer to the outside of the mat. Arms out into a T. And then slowly windshield wiper the knees back and forth. So holding the knees when they are released to the left. Shoulders and hips connected with the earth, so not a spinal twist. Slowly switching sides. Keeping the core engaged. One more time on each side. And then coming back to neutral. Planting the left foot, crossing the right over the left, draw the knees in towards the chest, engage the core, and then nose towards the knees. Shoulders are released. One more deep breath in through the nose, and on the exhale, slowly plant the left foot and switch sides. So left over right, draw the knees in, core stays engaged. And release. Bring the bottoms of the feet together into a reclined or supine, I love that word, butterfly. Releasing the knees out to the long edge of the mat. Maybe planting the hands right on top of the legs to allow a deeper stretch. Pressing the bottoms of the feet together. Noticing how that changes the stretch. And then slowly knees together, draw them in towards the chest, engage the core, nose to the knee. And then your choice. You can slowly roll to one side, coming up to a seated position, or just rocking and coming all the way up, extending the legs long, toes and knees pointed up, finding the sit bones. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, hinging at the hips, reaching away from the body first, nice long spine, and then softening the arms down, coming into a seated forward fold. Softening the knees if this feels like too much of a stretch this early in the morning. One more deep breath. And on the exhale, coming into a wide-legged seated fold. So extending both legs long. Knees and toes pointed up. Sit bones connected. Inhale, sweeping the arms up and over. Core stays engaged. Exhale, draw the hands right towards the floor, slowly hinging. So reminding yourself we're still warming up. Softening the jaw, deep inhales and exhales. Walking the hands to the right hand side, left hand on top of right. And then lower that right forearm, sweep the left arm up and over, opening the side body. Maybe even drawing the arm behind to open the chest and the heart space. Release the left arm down, coming through center, and walking the hands to the left hand side. Right hand on top of left. Really check in, making sure that the sit bones are connected. Core stays engaged, and then sweeping that right arm up and over, opening the side body, maybe opening the chest and heart by extending that right arm behind. One more deep breath. On the exhale, release. Coming through center, release chin to the chest, roll all the way up. Using the strength of the hands to help the legs come back together. And then release the knees to the long edge of the mat, big toes meet, and then release the hips. Extended child's pose, take 3 breaths here. One more deep breath in through the nose, and on the exhale, curling all the way up to the knees. So if you do have limitations in the knees, you can double the mat up. You just kind of scoot the mat so it gives you a little extra cushion under, or grab your towel or your blanket. So taking just a moment, sitting the hips back on the heels, but the toes are connected. Stretching the arches, clasping hands with yourself, sending the fists towards the earth, cores engaged, shoulders released, and then eyes towards the sky. So as the eyes go up towards the sky, releasing those shoulders, bringing the shoulder blades together. One more deep breath. And on the exhale, coming all the way up on the knees. So we're not spending a lot of time in camel. And since we're still warming up, I would encourage you to have the toes connected with the earth for a modification. If even leaning back, reaching towards the heel is too much, then plant the hands right on the hips, draw the elbows together, looking up towards the sky. So breathing there. If you would like to do the modified camel, reaching one hand back, so I'm starting with my left hand towards the left heel, reaching the right arm up. One more deep breath on the exhale, switching sides. So right hand to the right heel, reaching the left arm up. One more deep breath. On the exhale, release, knees drawn together. Sit in the hips back, arms extended for a modified child's pose. One more deep breath, and then coming into plank pose. So planting, really pressing the fingertips on the palms, stepping the legs back, pressing into the heels, and then shoulders over wrists. Invite the modified plank pose. Deep inhales and exhales, long spine. Core stays engaged. One more deep breath. On the exhale, come down to child's pose. Your choice on child's pose. 3 breaths. On the 3rd exhale, coming back into plank pose. Planting the right hand towards center, and then turning the body for side plank. If that feels like too much, release down to the knee, and you can still lift those hips and stretch the arms. So your choice. I'm a little off balance this morning. Core stays engaged. One more breath. On the exhale, come back to full plank. Take 2 breaths here. And then release down to child's pose. Your choice. 3 deep breaths. Coming Through tabletop to the forearms, palms planted, elbows are connected. Turn the toes under, coming into dolphin. So mindful that we keep our head and our neck soft and still here. Pressing into the heels, try to lift the tailbone up towards the sky. One more deep breath in through the nose on the exhale. Lower the knees down into child's pose. Your choice of child's pose, 3 breaths. One more deep breath in through the nose on the exhale, coming into full plank. 3 breaths. Check your alignment. And then bringing the left hand to center and reaching the right arm up for side plank. Mindful to keep those hips lifted, core engaged. One more deep breath in through the nose. On the exhale, coming back to your full plank. 3 breaths in full plank. And then release to the knees, child's pose or puppy pose. So if puppy pose, the hips stay lifted, arms are extended. Try to keep the hips stacked over the knees, release the armpits down. And then walk the hands in towards the body, turn the toes under, walk the feet up towards the hand into standing forward fold, bending the knees, draping the top body, softening the jaw, holding on to opposite elbows or wrapping the arms around the back of the knees. One more deep breath in through the nose. On the exhale, release the arms and slowly roll the spine all the way up. Stacking one vertebrae on top of the other, allowing the shoulders to melt open. So coming into our balance series, finding mountain pose, and then shifting the weight into the left foot. Bringing the hands to heart center, engage the core. So as we shift the weight into the left foot, slowly start drawing that right knee up. Maybe stop parallel with the floor. And then slowly rotate the right knee out to the right hand side. So always with the balance series, keeping the breath soft, draw the knee back to neutral. Maybe put your eyes on a drishti or a focal point. Core always stays engaged, shoulders are released. And then slowly, without putting the foot down, sending the right foot back, coming into dancer's pose. If at any time you need to put your foot down. But then softly and mindfully join us. Extend the left arm long, hinging at the hips. Press the right foot into the right hand. Core is engaged. Try not to hold the breath. We're holding the pose, but we're never holding the breath. On the next exhale, slowly coming back to neutral, and then bringing the foot in front for our modified tree pose. So modified tree pose is where we hold, I can't scoot around without putting the foot down. That's when we have the knee bent, and we're holding onto the foot, squaring the hips, and then slowly releasing the right arm up. Core stays engaged. And then release that right leg behind, coming into high runner's lunge, sweeping the arms up and over, bending into the left knee, pressing into that right heel. Hips are square with the front of the mat. Exhale, bring the arms to heart center, thumbs to the heart. Take a breath here. And then go in a little bit deeper today. I don't think we've ever done this one. But slowly bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left leg. Slowly using that leverage to draw the thumbs back to heart center. So it's a strong pose. You can always release that right knee down. Just soften the breath. Shoulders released. And then slowly coming back to neutral. Sweep the arms up and over. Exhale, release the hands down. All the way to the floor, step that left foot back, high plank. Invite the low plank to lower all the way down for chaturanga, or shift the weight over the hands, slowly lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Press the earth away from the body, turn the toes under into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in down dog and pedal the feet out. Look between the hands and step left foot forward, right to meet, forward fold. One more deep breath here. On the exhale, sweep the arms up and over, palms pressed together, maybe reaching behind. And exhale to heart center. So switching sides, shifting the weight into the right foot, lifting, bending the left knee, parallel with the floor, core stays engaged. Slowly rotate that left knee out to the side. One more breath, and then coming back to neutral. Send the left foot behind. Hold that left foot with the left hand, extend right arm long, hinging at the hips. Dancer pose. Soften the breath. Slowly on the exhale coming up, and then modified tree. So bring that left foot in front of the right leg, rotating the left knee towards the earth. Inhale, sweep the left arm up and over. One more deep breath. On the exhale, stepping that left foot behind, bending into the right knee, sweeping the arms up and over. One more deep breath. On the exhale, release the hands to heart center, and then slowly hook that left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Using the leverage to draw the thumbs back to heart center, shoulders released, core engaged. Soften the breath. One more deep breath in through the nose. On the exhale, coming back to neutral. Arms extended overhead, and then exhale, release all the way down. Palms planted, stepping back into high plank. Take 3 breaths in high plank. After your third breath, slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. So upward facing dog, the palms are planted, the tops of the feet are planted. Everything else is lifted. And then slowly release all the way down. One hand on top of the other, forehead release to the top of the hand. Bending the knees, slowly windshield wipering back and forth. On the next exhale, release the legs back down, slide the hands next to the chest, elbows tucked in, tight towards the body, eyes are towards the mat. And then inhale for baby cobra. So the elbows stay tight, shoulders released. And either hold here for 5 breaths or flow with 5 breaths. So on the inhale, rising, exhale, lowering. So your choice. And then on the 5th exhale, slowly release down, one hand on top of the other, windshield wipering back and forth. and release. Using the strength of your hands, elbows tucked in, press the body up and over, coming into child's pose for 3 breaths. Deep inhales and exhales. And then slowly curling the body all the way up. Resting the hips on the heels. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over, palms pressed together, coming to heart center. Open the arms up wide. Open the chest. Open the heart. Release the shoulders, looking up towards the sky. And then slowly release, coming into our seated position. Nice work this morning. So coming into cross-legged, just doing a couple of spinal twists before we start slowing everything down. So finding the sit bones, release left hand to right hand to left knee. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, twist, looking out over the left hand shoulder. Releasing that right shoulder towards the earth. Slow inhales and exhales. On the next exhale, slowly releasing to the other side. So left hand to right knee. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, twist. On the next exhale, slowly release back to neutral. Extend the legs long, coming back into our seated forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach the arms away from the body. Slowly release everything down. Maybe even tuck those arms underneath the legs. Give yourself a hug. Slow the breath down. One more deep breath on the exhale. Slowly release the whole body to the mat. Draw the knees in. Give yourself a hug. Engage the core. Draw the nose towards the knees. Shoulders released. And then soften the head back to the mat. Taking your peace fingers around your big toes, draw the knees in towards the armpits. For happy baby, flexing the feet, drawing the shoulders, drawing the hips towards the earth. Maybe rocking side to side. If holding onto the toes doesn't feel good, you can always hold behind the knees or behind the legs. Deep inhales and exhales. One more deep breath. On the exhale, draw the knees back to neutral. Cross right leg over left. Draw the knees back in. One more deep breath. And then open the arms up into a T. Release the knees back to neutral. And then soften those knees to the left-hand side, looking out over the right. One more deep breath. On the exhale, draw the knees back to neutral. And then bring left knee over right. Draw the knees in. One more deep breath. Release the knees to neutral. Arms out into a T. Knees to the right hand side. Looking up over the left. Slowing the breath down. On the next exhale, drawing the body all the way back to neutral, resetting the spine, Bringing the bottoms of the feet together, and then using the leverage of the elbows to release the knees away from the body just a little bit more, pressing the bottoms of the feet together. One more deep breath. On the exhale, release both feet up towards the sky. Bringing the hands behind the right leg and kind of scissoring here. So releasing the left leg, keeping both legs straight, or even a slight bend in the knees if that feels better. Both feet are flexed. Engage the core, release those shoulders, and then slowly lower the left leg. But maybe keep it hovered off of the ground. Engage the core, inhale, nose towards the knee. On the next exhale, returning both feet towards the sky. Resetting the spine, and then switching sides. Lowering the right leg, maybe hovering it. Inhale, engage the core, nose to the knee. Soften the jaw. On the next exhale, returning both legs. Bring the fingertips underneath the hips, engage the core, and slowly release the heels all the way to the earth. Nice and slow, mindful. Core stays engaged. And then as the heels start to connect with the earth, release the fingertips. Invite any last movements into the body. Whatever might feel good. Maybe another happy baby. Maybe just drawing the knees in towards the chest. Or if you're ready to rest, allow the feet to naturally open. Release the arms to the side, palms facing up. Invite the eyes to close. Feel the vibration and the energy of the body in the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. Release each toe one at a time. Release any tension from the legs. Soften the hips and the stomach. Release any tension from the spine. Soften the shoulders towards the earth just a little bit more, opening the heart space. And then soften. Release any tension from the arms. Feel the connection of the backs of the hands with the earth. Release each finger one at a time. Release any tension from the neck. Soften the jaw, the cheeks, the ears, the nose. Release the tension from the eyes and the forehead. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, and on the out breath, relax from the top of the head all the way through to the bottoms of the feet. For just a few moments, I'll let you rest, and then you'll hear my voice again. As you feel ready, start hearing the sound of my voice and bringing awareness back to your space. Noticing the breath, noticing your stillness, bringing small movements into the fingers and the toes, and then slowly, keeping your eyes closed, rolling to one side. Maybe drawing the knees in towards the chest. Continuing to release, continuing to be still. Inviting gratitude for these few moments of stillness before you start the day. Gratitude for allowing yourself to be first on the list today. Knowing there are plenty of people and things to serve in the day ahead. So gratitude that you have allowed yourself to be first today. Knowing that if we don't prioritize ourselves, it's really nobody else's job. So I hope you find a little bit of peace and comfort in that. And practice that, even if it's just a few deep breaths in the morning, a few stretches as you rise. Gratitude always for the body's abilities, for the mind's abilities, noticing and appreciating and giving gratitude for the stillness that creates the pause. Know that you are beautifully and perfectly made just the way you are, exactly the way that you are. Continue to show up authentically and vulnerably, showing others the way. As you feel ready, slowly join me in a seated position to close our practice for this morning. As you start to come to your seated position, bringing fingertips to the earth to feel grounded one more time. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Top of the head released towards the sky. On the in-breath, release the arms open, scooping up all this beautiful energy between the palms of your hands, exhaling it to heart center, thumbs to the heart to remind us we are all connected by no mistake. May you be safe. May you be well. May you be at ease, and may you know peace. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in